Now, you spoke of the Kennedys. What was it like to endure the burden of telling Bobby Kennedy's children that he'd been assassinated?
Probably the hardest thing I ever did in my life. Annie and I were with him out on the West Coast, and he had been elected or had won the California election. And they were going to go down in the hall to make a little acceptance speech, and a lot of people in California, we were supposed to go with him down on the platform. And a lot of the people from California, there were a lot of candidates wanted to be with him on the platform. And so we thought there were so many people that Annie and I would just stay up in the hotel room up in their suite. And so I saw the whole thing on TV. I did not see the shooting, because when that occurred right after after his acceptance speech that we had watched, well, then I went down, tried to get down there. But by the time I got down, they had taken him to the hospital. And so we went over to the hospital, and then Ethel asked us later that night to go out. They had 5 children out there with them on the West Coast, 5 of their kids, and they were out in another hotel. So she asked us to go out, and so when they were waking up that first morning after he'd been shot in the evening, but he was still alive then. And we had to tell them that their dad had been hurt and he was in the hospital, and so that was tough enough. But then that day, they decided Ethel decided it'd be better if the kids were back at Hickory Hill, back in Virginia, and asked Annie and me to take them back, and we did. We had an airplane then that President Johnson sent, and so we took him back then. That second night then was when he died. And there was a woman, one of their neighbors, who named Susie Markham, who knew the kids very well too. And so that second morning, it fell to Susie and me to sit on the edge of the bed and tell the kids their dad wasn't coming home. And that was tough. That was very tough.